In the early 90s, the World Wide Web was like a giant library with no doors. Most people knew it existed, but nobody knew how to get inside. Welcome to Bulb and Beyond, where we shed light on the stories that built our digital world. Then came Netscape Navigator. It was the first cool browser. By 1995, it owned 90% of the market. It was the surfboard everyone used to ride the web. Netscape felt untouchable, but a giant was watching: Microsoft. Bill Gates realized that if you controlled the browser, you controlled the internet. They built Internet Explorer, but there was a problem. Everyone already loved Netscape. So Microsoft did something controversial. They started bundling. Every single Windows computer came with Internet Explorer pre-installed for free. You couldn't even delete it. Why would you go through the trouble of installing Netscape when the E was already right there? This triggered the first browser war. Netscape fought back, but they couldn't compete with free and pre-installed. By the early 2000s, Netscape was a ghost town, and Internet Explorer owned 95% of the world. But Netscape didn't totally die. They released their code to the public, which eventually became Firefox. Soon after, Google joined the fight with Chrome, and the monopoly was shattered.
Thomas Edison
Today, we
flipped a
take our
switch
choice of
and lit
browsers
up
for
Lower
granted.
Manhattan.
But we
whole
only
world
have
said
them
Edison
because of
did
a
it.
massive
The newspaper
corporate
said it.
brawl
The history
that
books said
changed
it.
how we
There was just
access
one
the world.
problem. None
If
of
you
it
enjoyed
would have
this
been
trip
possible
through tech history,
without a broke
make sure to
immigrant
hit that
genius named
subscribe
Nikola
button
Tesla.
for Bulb and
Nikola
Beyond.
Tesla was born during a
We're
lightning
going
storm in
beyond the
Serbia,
basics to bring you the
1856.
biggest stories
The
in
midwife
tech.
called it a bad omen.
Thanks for watching.
His mother said he will be a child of light. By his 20s, Tesla had memorized entire books. He could solve calculus problems in his head so fast that his teachers accused him of cheating. He would build inventions completely inside his mind, run them for weeks in his imagination, checking for wear and breakage before he ever touched a single tool. In 1884, Tesla arrived in New York City. He had 4 cents in his pocket, a poem he had written, and a letter that said, "I know 2 great men. You are one of them. The other is this young man." That letter was addressed to Thomas Edison. Edison hired Tesla immediately, gave him the hardest problems. Tesla solved every single one. Then Tesla showed Edison his greatest idea: alternating current. Not Edison's system, which could only power a city block, but a system that could power an entire continent. Edison said, "That is a brilliant idea. I will pay you $50,000 to perfect it." Tesla worked 18-hour days for an entire year. He perfected the system. He went to collect his $50,000. Edison laughed. "Tesla, you just don't understand American humor. There was no $50,000. There never was." Tesla quit, and the most consequential rivalry in the history of technology had just begun. Edison had money, influence, newspapers. He called alternating current the executioner's current. He publicly electrocuted animals using Tesla's system to prove it was dangerous. But Tesla found a new backer, George Westinghouse, and in 1893, they lit up the entire Chicago World's Fair. 100,000 light bulbs running on alternating current. 27 million people came to see it. Most of them had never seen electric light before. They called it the City of Light. 2 years later, Niagara Falls. Tesla's generators transmitted electricity over 25 miles to light up the city of Buffalo, New York. The war of currents was over. Tesla's system was adopted worldwide. It is the exact same system powering every outlet in every home on Earth right now. But here's the tragedy. Tesla gave away his royalties to save his partner from bankruptcy. He died alone in a New York hotel room, almost broke, almost forgotten. The man who lit the world died in the dark. History didn't forget Nikola Tesla. History was just written by Edison. Every great idea has a story behind it, a real one, not the version in the textbook. That's what Bulb and Beyond is for. Subscribe, and we'll light the next one up together.